Alright. Welcome back, everyone. We are continuing pretty much right where we left off. And the goal is pretty much the same as it was before. And that... sorry. And that is to find a house. One that is not, completely torn down and decrepit and full of holes, and there should be several candidates in the town. I've seen that the buildings here are relatively well maintained. They're not turned into a garbage dump. And so, yeah. Okay, I don't think I want to be fighting that. Instead, I think I want to go away from the main road and go down here and check this stuff out. So that's what I'm going to do. Of course, got to be really careful here. This is okay, but there's thick forestry right here. And, yeah. Okay. Improvised metal spear. Oh, I want that. It's gonna be heavy as all hell, but... Really? Okay. Very important that one doesn't get up. So you just stand there. Good. Are you dead? Okay, good. It's also amazing. Okay, tell you what. Drop that. Spear with a military knife. Equip in both hands. And then, when it inevitably breaks, and it will break relatively soon... Yeah, the crawlers don't seem to be doing a lot of crawling. That was indeed a cow that you just heard. Partially for the challenge, partially because it's fun. Okay, I really want to focus on spears. Was the end of that sentence. But now, I want to focus on just staying alive for a minute or two. Where's the runner? Good. I can handle the rest. Who says spears are shite? They're not. Spears are amazing. The rusty rifle. You know what? I'll take it. This sounds like the perfect house. Ooh, that's a wrestler. I don't want to fight that thing. I mean, I don't want to fight it. I'm going to have to fight it, but I don't want to fight it like that. Give me some space. Christ, didn't see that one either. Oh. Okay, good. A few more approaching. But honestly, no, this is too bad, and I'm not tired yet. Let's really get that one in the gut first. Come on, focus. There we go. Okay. God, that is an absurd amount of viscera on me. Right, so... doubt I'm going to find anything useful on any of these, but... well, you never know and all that, right? Okay, good. Now, where was I? Yes. The rusty rifle. Honestly, I'll take it at this point. I always wanted to hold up in a bar. It's, you know, classic, I guess, zombie movie stuff from the 90s, early 2000s, stuff like that. Tactically doesn't make a lot of sense if you think about it. Lots of ways in. Not a lot of supplies. Bars usually have a lot of alcohol, which, fair enough, a lot of it doesn't expire, so you'll have access to alcohol. Great, now what? You know what I mean? I mean, in this particular case, sure, alcohol does stave off some hunger, and it does make you go tired a bit faster, though. But like I said, you know, in this sense, sure, but realistically, like, is it really the most important thing? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say so, but who knows, right? I think you'd want food and water and weapons and stuff like that first and foremost, and then alcohol being a bit of a luxury for when you're safe and when getting drunk isn't going to be a problem, but, yeah. What do I know, right? Okay. Gotta make sure all these rooms are clear. I'm gonna be living here, that's, I mean, I can see it, you know, we just take, all the vines off the walls. And all of a sudden, this is not a bad place to camp. Of course, the slight problem is this thing isn't exactly the most defensible spot in town, probably, which, there's a necromancer in the toilet. Not a sentence I particularly thought I'd be saying today, but Indeed. There is a necromancer. And, oi, that was my window, you just... Yeah, you're sort of starting to see the problem of defensibility of this place, or rather, lack thereof, right? Tons of windows everywhere, and... Yeah, I reckon I can build walls here instead. But, I prefer something with a fence. Something with a pre-existing tall fence around the building, and then, sure, maybe the fence has a few holes in it that I need to patch up or something along those lines, but, you know, mostly something intact. Although, it's not, how do I put it, it's not a waste. Not entirely what I mean, but, like, it wasn't a waste of time clearing this and checking it out. This is a candidate, right? If there's nothing better, I will settle for this, because I can see a future around this place, especially with the number of trees. I mean, one of the good things about the whole town being completely overrun by nature and, you know, the land reclaiming everything and all that nonsense, which people seem to romanticize. One of the good things is basically infinite building materials, right? Ooh, glad I turned around. I mean, would you go down already, right? It's very important that we get them before they start screaming. Those were my footsteps, but I swear to you, I think I heard, like someone running up to me or something. Well, hello? Fascinating. And there's an AK-47 in there as well, just straight up an AK-47, not an AKM. One of the old ones, an AK-47. Is there anything in the trunk? Oh, wait, did I... Yeah, the trunk is accessible from here, isn't it? That's what I was looking at. Nothing in the glove box. I mean... If I could spare the weight, I would definitely be interested in taking some of this ammunition. And actually, speaking of ammunition... I could probably, at the very least... I pushed him and he died. He's pretending to be dead, he's not really dead. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that, apparently. Yeah, the AK-47 is in terrible condition, which I would expect for an old rifle like that. God knows how long it's been here. Let's swap out these magazines, I guess, because that one's already loaded. And yeah, I tried to put that into there like it's... No, that's not how it works. Okay. The reason I'm laughing is... And I'm sort of sticking into the backpack a little bit. It's not broken, it's just I'll just say that's where it's attached to the backpack. Via a partially invisible strap, right? Man, this spear is tougher than I imagined. I thought it would break after the first dozen or so undead, but no, this, I mean, it's fragile, definitely a lot more than most other weapons I've used, but not by much, I'll be honest. Anyways, loads of undead, unfortunately. Where they all came from, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the largest town in America, but... as long as they're coming down the road and it's all like nice and manageable like this, it's really no problem. And if I get into a spot of bother, I think I'd be better off pulling out the rifle and trying to deal with them rather than trying to run away or something like that. Because whatchamacallit, in Raven Creek, I had the luxury of knowing that certain spots on the map were... just a regular knife. That certain spots on the map were, Christ, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, that's painful. Oof. I literally felt my heart skip a beat. Like, oof. I have genuine chest pain. It's not too bad, but like I have a little bit of genuine chest pain because I was focusing on the freaking, the key to the Mazda, and I'm like, oh, well, where's that? Yeah, you have bigger fish to fry, so to speak. Oh, that was... it didn't seem that scary, probably looking at things, I don't know, but to me, I was really focused in on the screen, and that just... yeah, don't do that, don't push them like that. Okay. Don't push wrestlers, they can just toss you on the ground. Which is pretty... well, let's just say it's not ideal, yeah? Okay. Another small horde gone. Now, where exactly am I going? Next two buildings this way, right? Yeah. Both of them look pretty good. Like I said, oh yeah, I know this part of town. It's full of those. It's full of homes like that, which I don't know the word for them. If there is a special word for them, it's like small and the construction is not particularly sturdy. I really don't know. Like they're like paper homes, right? Not literally, but I don't actually know if there's a word for that kind of home specifically. Probably is, but okay. There's a feral and a wrestler in there, and there's about 500 other things. Let's take it easy. Feral was walking over here. He might start running now. He might just be pushing his way through the horde. Either way, we'll drag him over here and take them out one at a time. Those houses look... They're not houses, they're gonna be like some sort of government building or, I don't know, something. They're not marked as residential on the map. But I guess none of that really matters now, because there's no such thing as the government, or services, or restaurants, or anything like that. Oh, lovely. Another screamer. That's just what we needed right there. Will either of you drop dead, please? Christ. Okay, I am getting a bit drowsy and I'm a bit exhausted right now. It's not super late in the evening. Matter of fact, it's about lunchtime, so much so about my evening, right? The reason I say that is I would prefer it to be a bit later so I can go to sleep. Run, you're suggesting I should run, really? I kind of agree. In fact, that was just going to be the next thing I was going to say. I'm going to go back to the rusty rifle, and, one, I really like the name of the pub. Two, it has an upstairs area. Now, granted, it's the most unsafe and horrible location, and etc., but upstairs area, window, roughly cleared out this area recently. Doesn't get much better than that, and it's kind of away from town, right? And so you put all those things together, and yeah, all of a sudden, rusty rifle's probably my best bet, isn't it? Obviously, and water, which is not the biggest problem currently, but might become a larger issue the longer we stay in the area. Oh, you know, it'd be grand if I can find a well somewhere in town. It doesn't have to be near my house, I can run to and from it, right? Just somewhere in town. Garden fork. Yeah, this one's gonna be... Sure, you know what? Let's drop this. Equip in both hands. That'll do. Okay. Whew. Okay, so here's the plan. I'm gonna head upstairs. Make sure to close this door behind me. That's gonna provide like most of the security. Not because they'll try and break the door down and it'll be invincible, but rather they won't try and go through it all. Most of the time, it's a closed door. They'll just walk by it, and even if they do bang on it for a little bit, it's no big deal. There's another door right here. Unfortunately, there isn't a window. I thought there was a window in one of these buildings, but no. That's fine, though. I'm just going to drop... Yeah, I can't drop the backpack, oddly enough, because if I drop it, I won't be able to pick it back up. I know. Look, I know exactly what that sounds like. I know. But, it is also true. So, a charged battery. Do I have a battery? I think I have a battery, right? Yes, I do. I do. I have a battery for this thing. Lovely. And then I'm just gonna where it belongs. Do I need anything from the backpack? I don't think so, right? Yeah. Not really. Okay. Okay. I'm also gonna take my time And I'm going to remove... No, never mind. Okay. So I'm just going to rest here for a little bit. Actually, let's lie down. Let's lie down. Whew, and rest for a little bit. And considering I'm drowsy, probably want to... I'm almost at strength level 10. Yeah. One thing I'm realizing is that see stuff like tailoring, mechanics, electric farming, cooking, stuff like that. I had books that I read previously, or I'm sort of slipping out of character now, aren't I? But yeah, I'm talking about skills. It doesn't seem right. Sylvester Jones read all the books about this. Unfortunately, I don't get the bonuses from any of those. But at least I do get, everything else back, so I suppose that's fair enough. Reloading and aiming could be a bit higher, but yeah. You know what? It's fine. Just going to check. This Glock is empty. Why am I carrying around an empty Glock? Well, I suppose because there's much else to carry around, and the pistol slot is there, but yeah, point is it might become useful later. Anyways, I'm going to sleep through the night and wake up at a very awkward time when nothing is visible. Unfortunate. Oh well. Can I read something? I can indeed. I can read the Lyman 49th edition reloading manual. How I'm going to read this in the middle of the night, I don't know, but I suppose I do have a flashlight, so that's something. I do have a katana as well, and I might want to start using that actually relatively soon, even though I do like my spears quite a bit. This katana a lot too. Hilariously, the katana has 69 uses. Ooh, ah, misses. Yeah, I know. Hilarious. Right. Okay. So, here's the plan while I'm reading this. I'm going to finish reading it in a bit. Here's the plan. I know there's a house down here. The amount of trees that I would have to trek through to get to it makes it completely not worth it, trust me. This, I think, is river railway? It's one of the two. I think it's a railway. Actually, probably check if... Yeah, I think it's a railway. I think this is a railway station, and this is a rail. Or this is a... Yeah, this is a... Yeah, these are all rails. So, anyways, that's not very much an option. This is a lake. Fresh body of water, right? Very useful. Over here might be a house that's move-inable, settleable, however you want to call it. These ones over here are very small, and I don't expect them to have much in the way of fences and stuff. This actually seems, like I said, like a very viable candidate. I do want to check these two out as well. They seem a little bit sturdier, a little bit bigger. I want to check this out as well, and there should be kind of like a fire station or a police station or something along those lines in the town as well. That might also be useful, so I don't want to check those out too. It's going to take a while, but it seems that temporarily this will make a fine hideout. Obviously it is 23:10, it's pitch black. I don't have much to do when it's the middle of the night, and so I'm just going to read this, and I reckon I'm going to do some exercises or something just to kill time until dawn breaks, and then we can get back out in town and start... Well, basically continue, not really start, but continue the search for a perfect house. And, of course, my standards, like I said, keep dropping, so I will not let perfect be the enemy of good, and I'll just, I'll settle for something relatively near to the rusty rifle, if there's a better place near it. If not, I'm just settling here, and I'll just build my own fence around the pub. It's fine. And we can actually start to relax a little bit, like take my dirty clothing off and put up some of the weapons and stuff that I'm not using and store them and breathe for a little bit, because I've been living in permanent discomfort ever since we've left Raven Creek. So I'm looking forward to, taking it easy a little bit. All that next time.